I don't know, our government has forgotten the common man. Our government has forgotten the middleman that built this country and that our values and ideals are built on, and we've been thrown to the dogs. Yeah, I'm 52 years old, and I guess I've voted in every presidential election since I was probably, I don't know, 24, 25 years old. And this is the first year I'm not going to vote because there's no one to vote for. It's a crying shame when, you know, my son and I, we mess with horses and cows all their life and on the ranch and outdoors and everything, and it's a crying shame when you tell people that you buy your Western boots now and they're made in China, they're made in Taiwan, they're made in Vietnam. You know, I've seen I guess you'd call the quality of the candidate is just, the quality has gone way down in my lifetime. Used to, you had people that had a different idea, and there was someone to be for and definitely someone to be against. Now it's a popularity contest, you know, who says the right thing to the right people, and I just don't agree with that. You know, I spend $117 every 3 or 4 days to fill up my truck. That's a crying shame, you know, because the oil companies are just getting richer. It doesn't cost that much, and the American public is bearing profits of a multi-billion-dollar a year industry. I voted Republican pretty much all of my life, but John McCain is too old. There's too many problems in the world for an elderly gentleman like himself, you know, to try to handle that. I feel like we need a younger man, you know, in there that can help straighten out some things. So, you know, there's no one to vote for, so I'm just going to bow out gracefully, and I'll just live with whatever outcome that the people that do decide to go vote leave me with, you know. What I don't understand about all of this is they move these companies to China because they're paying, whatever, 50 cents a dollar a day for labor over there. Why don't we see that discount on that discounted labor at the cash register when we go buy something? Where did that money go? Well, they cheated Americans out of their jobs. They cheated the government out of income taxes. They cheated the American public, and so now, you know, even though they saved a buck, they don't pass that savings on to us. They stick it into their pocket, and it's running our country as they do it, and that is wrong. So what do? Is boycott the answer? Well, hell, you got to buy a pair of boots somewhere. You know, I think that people ought to have someone in Washington that's going to represent the ideals of the people, not represent the ideals of the labor unions and the ideals of the big money people that are throwing money in there to get what they want, you know. I think they have a responsibility to humanity. Why would you want to take advantage of your fellow man at every corner, you know? And we're forced, you know, we don't have a choice. You know, that poor old farmer, when he raises a crop and he takes his crop to town, he doesn't say, I'll take $1.10 a pound for my cotton. He says, what will you give me a pound for my cotton? And they tell him what they're going to pay him for his product that he's raised that year. Well, we as American people, we don't have a choice at what we pay at the gas pumps. You pull up there, and if you don't pay the $3.25 or the $4 a gallon, you don't get any gas, you know? So we don't have any choices anymore, you know? They've taken away all the choices out of life. I don't know where the end of all of it is. I guess I'll just let my son and his generations worry about it because, you know, I'll be around another, 20 years maybe. I'll live right and do good, and then it'll be their problem. It's a bad deal. I don't know where the end of it is. Well, I don't know. Even with gas prices as high as they are, and even with everything as in bad a shape as it is, and with the war in Iran and everything else, this is still America, and the American dream is not dead, and it's certainly not lost forever. And you know, we still wake up with the freedom of choice every morning, and as bad as things are, it's a hell of a lot better than it is anywhere else. So I guess we'll just learn to shut up and deal with it, because we're still living in the best country in the world. Oh, it's the corporations, because the politicians work for the corporations. That's who puts the politicians in offices, is the corporation, because they've got the big money behind them. They can give money to their campaigns. They can buy more votes that way. And so, you know, that's what it all amounts to, is the guy with the biggest pocketbook at the end of the day wins.